Beer me, Blazer.
Yes. Let's go
do
on
it.
to the tight end position. No more wide receivers. We're going to stay with the Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals acquire tight end Zach Ertz from the Philadelphia Eagles. One bird team to another. I was hoping Zach Ertz could just possibly, because, I started him in the league. I was like, maybe he'll get 2 games in 1 week. Found out that's not how the NFL works.
Yeah, that's
I'm just kidding.
Against the rules.
I'm just kidding.
Rules
because he
is
played on
rules.
Thursday night. I thought I was trying to make it funny. I didn't actually think that, but for like a split second, I did for a very small moment.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get double game points for Zach Ertz, but Zach Ertz goes to the Arizona Cardinals. Are you excited about this?
I mean, he's 50% available. I mean, we've seen a couple Max Williams games. I know one game Max Williams had like 7 catches, 80 yards, or something like that. The only thing I don't like about this, and it's like there's some things I like, and there's some things I don't like. I do like that they go out and they make the move for him. Obviously, Max Williams goes down. He's on IR. He's out for the year, so they need a tight end. So they go out and they get Zach Ertz. So I like that. I like when teams make a move in a trade or free agency, they go get a guy. I think they do that because they're going to utilize that guy. You're not trading for that guy to have him sit on your bench or not be a part of the offense. The bad thing here is that there is a lot of mouths to feed in this Cardinals passing attack. You got D-Hop. Like we just touched on A.J. Green being out there a ton. Rondale Moore, Christian Kirk. You got Chase Edmonds out of the backfield. And then you got Kyler who runs the ball too. So there's just, like I said, a lot of mouths to feed. I just don't see too much upside here. You want to take a shot on him, go for it, pick him up, especially in these bye weeks here. But it's going to be his first game with the team, so he's still got to learn the offense, all the formations, the verbiage of the playbook and all that stuff. So I don't know how confident I would feel playing him this week. But, I mean, if you're desperate for tight end, take a shot on him. Does it work out? Maybe it does. If not, you're still in the same spot you're in where you're desperate for a tight end position here.
Yeah, I mean, not a ton of tight ends.
Maybe try
really
to trade
bye.
him. If you had him, he's coming off the game where he got the touchdown. Maybe you try to trade him. Maybe you trade him and another player and you try to get, a Noah Fant or something like that. Or, I don't know. Trying to get Gesicki right now is probably going to be impossible. But, maybe you take Zach Ertz and you sell the hype of the Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray. And, oh, yeah, he's coming off a good game. And I'll give you Zach Ertz and this player for, a better tight end and see if maybe you can pull that off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. But I'm with you on that with Zach Ertz. There's just so many people in Arizona. It's like they got 2 wide receivers. Like if you told me a while ago they have D-Hop and A.J. Green, then they go get Ronald Moore. Then they have freaking Christian Kirk. They got running backs. I mean, dude, I don't know. It's great. And plus Kyler Murray runs the ball. There's just a lot going on in that offense. But I do, I have him in some leagues. I'll stick with it. Maybe make a trade to improve the position. But yeah, I'm with you. Anything else?
Nah, we can jump into the next guy, which is
On the
a guy who I'd really be trying to get. He's 33% available. Is Dallas Goedert. So just see if he missed.
Double check.
Yeah, double check. See if he's on your league. Like I said, I know some of these websites or these other platforms or whatever you want to call them. They'll only talk about players who are 50% or more available, but to me, 33% is still a good chunk. That means that in 1 of 3 leagues, he's available. So those are pretty decent odds, if you ask me. So, yeah, if Dallas Goedert is out there, I think now that there's no Zach Ertz, I mean, this guy's he's got to be a top 8 tight end the rest of the season. I can't imagine a scenario where, barring injury, if he stays healthy, he's now the go-to guy. I mean, we saw how, Jalen Hurts has been, hyper targeting these tight ends with him and Ertz. So now it's just Goddard all by himself. I mean, sign me up all day. And if you could trade for Goddard on the low, I mean, yeah, sign me up all day.
By the way,
go get Goddard.
Goddard was just on the COVID list, yeah? I think he was on like the COVID protocol list this past week.
That could be it. I don't want to say what he was.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I know it wasn't anything serious to where he's going to miss multiple weeks, so he should be back this week. If it was something serious, I don't think they would have traded away Zach Ertz.
Yeah, totally.
So. Yeah, like I said, if you can get Goedert on your team somehow, make it happen. Pull the trigger. Improve your team.
Let's go on to, this was on our waiver wire ad last week, was Ricky Seals-Jones, the Washington football team tight end. He played for the Browns. He played for the Cardinals. He's on the Washington football team, and he took Logan Thomas's entire role and said, "This is my role now, bitch." Ricky Seals-Jones had a decent week this past week, ended up in the end zone. I started him some leagues. We told you guys to start him last week. I hope you did. I still like this ad, especially, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, or as you would say, dolphinitely. We said last week, we talked about him. We said, hey, he played 82 out of 83 snaps, which was a 99% snap share. This week, it's crazy to think that he could do better, but he did do better. He played 100% of the snaps, so it's the Ricky Seals-Jones show right now for the Washington football team while Logan Thomas is on IR with the hamstring injury. And, if you started him, you're pretty happy. He got you 4 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown. The week prior to that, 5 catches for 41 yards. So kind of a safe floor of, 4 to 5 receptions and then around 50 receiving yards, give or take, and then the touchdown upside as well. So, we've seen Heineke, he's not shying away from targeting him or throwing him the football. So, yeah, if you're in a pinch at the tight end position, and he said there's a lot of players who are on buys this week, so I can only imagine the tight ends that are out this week, go grab Ricky Seals-Jones and throw him in your lineup.
Yeah, I'm with it. I played him last week. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Tight ends are hard to come by. So, and by the way, Dallas Goedert, it was a COVID-19 thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go on to the last tight end here. We have Hunter Henry, the Patriots tight end. No, Jonnu Smith. Yes, Hunter Henry.
Yeah, Hunter Henry, 40% available. Only got you 2 targets, but he got you like the 20-yard touchdown. So at least he saves your fantasy day with that. I mean, he's had a touchdown in 3 straight games. The only bad thing is he's only had over 45 receiving yards once the entire season. So it's kind of a low receiving floor. I know he had that one game. I think it was against the Texans. I could be wrong. Where he had like 75 receiving yards. But outside of that, kind of low. But for what it's worth, he does seem like the vertical passing tight end in this Patriots offense compared to where Jonnu Smith is like the blocking short intermediate route tight end for the Patriots here. And, Mac Jones has been one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm not sure why he didn't get targeted too much this last game, especially in a game where, they were kind of back and forth. But, I have Hunter Henry, and I've been starting him the last couple weeks, and it's, am I banking on a touchdown 4 straight weeks? No, I would say the odds are against that he's not going to score a touchdown 4 straight games. But for the 3 weeks that I've had him, he's been doing his job in the tight end position, which is pretty hard to come by when you're streaming tight ends or you don't have one of these top-tier guys like a Kelsey, Andrews, Waller,
Yeah. Is this accurate time to use this?
Hansel. So hot right now.
Hunter is so hot right now.
Hunter.
So we'll see if he can continue the hotness and
so hot.
ride it into next week as well. They'll be playing against the New York Jets, but they'll be at home. So
there you go. Hey, did you like that video? No, not the one of Big Ben completely eating shit when nobody even touched him. I'm talking about our fantasy football video we just did. You just watched. Well, guess what? That was just a clip from the full audio podcast. So if you want to check out the whole thing, links down below, AVG Fantasy Football, Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, all of them. Anywhere you can get audio podcasts, we're there. Go ahead and check it out. And if you don't want to look at your fantasy team to look the way Big Ben does right here, wait for it. Come on, replay. This is your fantasy team. But that won't be your fantasy team if you subscribe to AVG Fantasy Football. So go ahead, subscribe and like this video. Subscribe to the channel and like.